Hello and welcome. My name is Senor Latino and welcome to the podcast. Today we'll be talking to our guest.
Fat balls.
Hello, Fat Balls. How's it going?
Pretty gay.
Okay. What is your opinion of quarantine?
Boring.
Boring. And how come?
Because there's literally nothing I could possibly do.
Okay. Well, what have you been doing in the past couple of days then?
Staying in bed, listening to music, hygiene stuff, and The Office. Well, watching it, not... Yeah.
Have you watched the full season?
I'm rewatching it now, so I'm probably on like the second or third season.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you watch?
No, I was watching this show on Netflix. Well, it's not a show; it's a documentary on Netflix called Confession Tapes.
Yes.
It was pretty interesting, and then I finished it, and so there's nothing else I watch now.
Okay, cool. Now, what's your opinion on bestiality?
Well, there's both ways you can look at it, alright?
Mm-hmm.
One, you see that it's disgusting and inhumane. Mm-hmm. Two, it's just disgusting and inhumane.
Okay. Well, what if you're the one doing it and you're having fun? What's your opinion on that afterwards? What would he tell the person who's doing it?
Well, it's some type of shit that Renix will do, so I'll just probably say, "Damn right, brother, I got in that pussy and smashed it."
Okay. That sounds cool. What's your opinion on school shootings?
Fucking terrible. Jesus Christ.
Really? Terrible. What if you did it?
Oh my God. I'll probably just end my life after that.
I mean, that's the only way to get out of it, so, okay. What's your opinion on heaven and hell?
Are you trying to say if, I believe in it?
Sure, it's whatever.
Well, I like to think there's something after death. Anything, because literally it being just a blank nothingness is, my biggest fear. Nothing after death.
Okay.
So, I'm not choosing God just it's because I fear nothing after it. I do believe in stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I hear some things and I'm like, I don't see how that could be possible. But, yeah.
Okay. So, talking about school shooters, do you think since you're saying you believe in a heaven and hell, do you also believe in purgatory?
Purgatory. I forgot the definition for that.
Well, purgatory is where it's between heaven and hell, where there's some conflict with yourself that has to be resolved to either enter heaven or hell. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If not, you guys can correct me in the comment section. Well, talking about school shooters and purgatory, where would you think they would go?
Well,
because obviously there have to be some conflict in their mind for them to go and do it in the first place. Or do you think they immediately go into hell?
Well, alright. The justice system is so fucking whack. You can plead anything, and if you can prove it or convince them, just like that, they believe you. So I don't think all of them.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, there are some situations where innocent people go into jail for no reason, and there's also situations where the opposite happens. But I wouldn't go and doubt the justice system that far, where anything can disappear like that. So, I don't know. Continue on.
No, what I was trying to say is that the justice system is pretty whack. You cannot say it
I
isn't.
agree with you. Yeah.
And you can plead literally mental illness while you're really not. Because what most school shooters are, like, they're all premeditated. They just don't go on impulse on that.
Definitely.
It's all premeditated. So and plus, crazy people don't go around killing people all the time. They just either see things or, like, they start twitching and they're saying anything schizophrenic. If I go to a mental institution right now and I ask them, hey, what you're thinking about? All of them will probably say, oh, rainbows, unicorns, not, oh, I'm thinking about fucking massacring a whole entire union. How about you? Like, I don't think mental illness can make you do that stuff, but there is mental illness that makes you violent. So, I don't know. And plus, they don't look mentally ill to me. They just look like a bunch of idiots who decided to do something to innocent people. And
but in their minds, they are not innocent people in some ways, because there are some school shooters that sees them as the cause of
what they did.
Yeah.
That's what brings me back to my thing. Well, no, it doesn't. But, like, Sandy Hook is, like, a prime example to counter that.
Yeah.
The guy shot up the school because I heard he was bullied there.
Yeah.
He was a full-grown adult. The kids never even met him, so they're all innocent. If he would have went and shot his bullies, all right, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Whole different thing.
Whole different story.
But they're little kids who never met this full-grown adult.
Full-grown adult, which makes no sense whatsoever. So you being an adult, seeing these kids, right? In some ways, you have to, in at least one little aspect in your mind, should at least say, man, this is stupid. Why the fuck am I shooting up a whole school and killing all these kids who have done absolutely nothing to me? But no, apparently this man just went in, just shot up the whole place for basically nothing.
And the Columbine shooters, they went for the jocks, but at the end of the day, they were being extremely fucking fascist. Like, they were racist to the skin and bone, bro. Like, they were racist. So it wasn't... So they saw African Americans and were like, call them the N-word right before gunning them down. It wasn't just the jocks. It was literally just innocent people. And I say the other kids that they shot and the adults probably didn't even know anything about them. Probably never spoke to them. So people, and they're flying bullets. They're not going to be precise aim. They don't have aimbot on in real life. So they gun down innocent people that they don't even know.
Yeah.
And plus, if they do get their target, it's still fucked.
Really fucked, yeah.
Because, like, yeah, they bullied you. Yeah, they cause you, like, emotional pain. Doesn't mean you get to end their life. And back to the whole if they go to heaven or hell thing. I think they go to, like, depending on how, like, the Columbine shooters go to instant hell because they couldn't redeem themselves for their sin. So, instant hell. So, but if they, like, stay alive, they don't kill themselves, they turn themselves in. I don't know. What they did will forever make me hate them, but at the same time, if they can redeem themselves in God's eyes, I don't know.
What would a person like that have to do in order to redeem themselves? What do you think would be appropriate?
I think it's the whole, like, I think God gives people's tasks in their own unique ways, so they can, like, redeem themselves in, like, the proper way. But I feel like that makes it so much difficult while you're in prison and in, like, solitary confinement. So there's not much they could really do. So, like, they're probably damned to hell for all eternity.
What do you think of solitary confinement?
I think it's pretty... Shit, like... I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it, because, like, if they, like, commit mass murder and, like, they're really fucked up people, I think them being in solitary confinement is, like, a good thing. Like, if they're extremely violent to the other people, they should go there. Don't get me wrong. They're really violent, so they should go into their own little cell for a while, not for like the rest of their lives. Like if they learn how to behave and like be decent people around other people, then all right, I guess put them back. But putting them in there forever is kind of fucks up the mind, and
it really does.
Like it extremely like,
because you're basically there for 23 hours, and that 1 hour is you like I think you leave the solitary confinement to go outside just to do whatever for an hour. But either way, you're in a room all by yourself with no one else. You see, human beings are social people. And being social people, we have to see we need to talk to people at least once in a while, or else you'll just go completely crazy. A lot of people, when they're in solitary confinement, they go crazy because they have nothing to do. They have nothing to talk. They have no one to talk to. They have they're all by themselves, alone with their thoughts, and that can drive anyone insane in their own way. I get that they did something wrong, and I get it. You've killed a lot of people, but that's just inhumane in my thought process. I mean, you have to basically be Hitler in order for me to be like, yeah, that's okay. You can just throw him in solitary confinement. I don't really fucking care. He's just Hitler, you know?
Yeah, and I see that aspect, but I don't think completely abolishing it is good, because yeah, alright, look, you have to put them in there for a while.
Yeah.
For a while. If it's necessary. Like, if they're extremely violent.
I get a couple of days, but not for the whole entire life. I get
yeah, because you can't spend a whole week in there and be alright.
Yeah.
Because we're all proving that, because in, quarantine, some people live by themselves, they're home by themselves all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of okay, but if you're in there for the rest of your life, shit, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you go through that.
Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't want to be you. If you're living out there all by yourself, damn. I just can't. I mean, I would at least want a dog or something.
Yeah.
Next question. What do you think about slavery?
I think it's horrible.
It's horrible. I agree with you on that. And name one reason why anyone will even think about that.
They probably were taught the wrong thing, because you're not born to be like that. You're taught the wrong things by the wrong people. And then
so you believe that everyone is a good person, but if you're taught the wrong way, you can generally be a wrong person when you grow up.
Yeah, because not everyone is born wanting to kill everybody. Not everyone is born saying, oh, I'm going to go commit mass murder. Mm-hmm. You either are taught the wrong way, or you think what is right is wrong. Mm-hmm. There's this saying that I learned from a friend, or an ex-friend. Well, I don't know if they still like me or not, but mm-hmm. He used to say, good intentions but bad actions.
Yeah.
And I believe in that, because you may think, oh, this is good, I'm doing this in a good way, but it will come out as absolute fucking dog shit.
Yeah, just like me, because I do these things where I just spurt out something stupid and that can come off the wrong way, but to be honest, it is, you know? Well, I'm talking about, this doesn't make sense in how I said it, sorry. When I say something that I spurt out, it comes off the wrong way. But my thought process, I didn't realize it until it came out. And that happens to me all the time, where I don't think what I say. And
you act on impulse.
Yeah, I act out on impulse, and that really comes out to bite me in the butt later. Things like that, I don't know, man. In my aspect, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. Oh, continue on with the podcast. What? And ignoring what I said beforehand. What is something you? Can you think of a question? Sorry.
No, I just go back on the slavery thing. I think it's extremely wrong because, like, it's sad how people think enslaving people is good because, like, not only are you taking away their rights, but you're treating them poorly. Like, you think, oh, they're my property. I can treat it like I treat any of my property.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks God, a whole war and a president ended it. And, like, the movements ended it.
Yeah.
Like, I thank God for that, but, like, there's still so much wrong with this country.
Yeah. Especially with the things that are going on right now. With the protesting, with destroying businesses. I mean, small business owners right now are completely fucked in every aspect. Because of COVID-19, they're not getting any revenue whatsoever, and for the people who are getting the smallest amount, there's a chance their business already got destroyed because of the protesting. What's Floyd's name?
George Floyd.
George Floyd. All because of that. And the writings, it's not really going great for us, for humanity's sake. And with the Ebola outbreak as well, coming out in certain countries, like, it's really getting fucked. What you're saying in with the things that are going on right now?
Personally, I could give less of a shit about the looting, because, like, all of that can be replaced. Lives cannot.
Yeah, I heard there's over, like, 1,000 people injured, but there's only, like, 50 people, I think, dead already with the lootings and stuff. Human lives cannot be replaced. That's all I'm saying. Every person is,
irreplaceable and unique.
Irreplaceable. Each and every single person are unique. They have their own thought process, their own creative style. Every single person, although good or bad, they also have their moments where they're just good, genuine people, but did the wrong things in the wrong time, which caused their downfall, unfortunately, especially when there's nothing to be done about it for right now, I guess. With COVID-19 as well, there's a lot of people that lost their lives. That's also another bad situation there. Unfortunately, we don't have the vaccines for it for right now, but all we have to do is, just be in your house. Other than when you're working, wear a mask, wear some gloves, protect yourself, be hygienic, because all those things can prevent other people from spreading the disease. And things like staying in your house when you can really save some lives.
My main concern is the Black Lives Matter movement, because for literally centuries, minorities, and especially African Americans, have been overly fucked by white people, white privilege, the cops, the politicians, and literally the whole government system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking sickening.
Yeah.
Like, there are good presidents out there that's helping with the movement. Like, we had Abraham Lincoln, JFK. I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson that passed.
Probably. I have no idea.
Yeah, like, after JFK was assassinated, I think it was Lyndon. I don't know how to say his name, but it was his vice president that took over, and then shortly after, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, sadly.
Yeah.
He helped pass the whole anti-segregation thing.
Yeah, he really did.
And thanks God that every time we riot, protest, or anything, we've been taking wins. We've been taking wins. And we need more wins. Because America is not getting better. They still think being racist is a good thing. Like, they will never learn. Like, there's this world's famous KKK march right in front of the fucking White House. And what is the KKK known for? Hate crimes, lynching people.
Yeah.
Doing inexplicable crimes to minorities. And they were allowed to protest in front of the fucking White House. But when people are screaming, Black Lives Matter, they are attacked. They are shot with rubber bullets, tear gas. And I'm hearing that the people who were protesting fucking disappeared? They don't know where they are? Oh, but when the KKK is marching, everyone's like allowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so fucking bullshit, man. Like, for centuries, we've been letting the wrong people run this fucking country.
Yeah.
Especially right now. Donald Trump. You know, there's so many threads that are literally comparing this man to fucking Hitler.
Really?
Yeah, so many threads. And apparently, ICE is making fucking gas chambers.
Really? Shit. That's awful. That really
Like,
is awful.
that's literally Hitler right there.
Damn.
Donald Trump, right before he was elected.
Mm-hmm.
Remember all the racist shit he said?
Yeah.
Alright, now look at Hitler. Remember all the racist shit he said right before he got all this power?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one comparison right there. There's so many more. Like, once you compare the president of the United States
With a figure like Hitler?
to a figure like Hitler, you already know how much of a downfall we went through.
Jesus.
Not only is he racist, he's a child sex trafficker.
God damn, a child sex trafficker as our leader.
And he's a rapist too. Man said grab her by the pussy while he was getting elected. Are you fucking kidding me?
Things like that cannot happen in this world, but it already has. But we can change this. We can change our perspective of people.
Like, we had Barack Obama,
Yeah.
the first African American president. We did a full 180 electing Donald Trump.
Definitely.
We had an African American president. We all loved it. No, barely anyone hated it. Everyone was happy. Finally, a big win. Like another bigger win for the African Americans. But we did a whole 180, letting a fucking racist, a rapist, a child sex trafficker, someone who can be compared to fucking Hitler, be in the White House.
Kind of reminds me of Jeffrey Epstein. I ain't gonna lie.
Jesus Christ, man. It's fucking saddening how we let that happen. We almost impeached him, but they said, nah.
Yeah, we almost put him in a peach and thrown him out of the White House.
Like, we almost got him out, but we failed. And now, if you go on YouTube, there's an ad like, oh, elect Donald Trump for his birthday. Nigga, you know what I want to do?
What?
Give Donald Trump an eviction notice on his birthday.
Yeah, definitely kick him out of the White House.
Like, he thinks all Hispanics are Mexicans. Like, we're not all fucking Mexicans. There's so many other Hispanics.
Yeah, there's a huge diversity in America. We come from everywhere from the world, except for Antarctica. But there's so many people in this one country from all different parts of the world. But yet we can't like be civil. We can't stop being racist. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. We come from all over the world, but yet we're still racist to each other. Why can't we just all, like, be friendly with each other? But no, there's still people that want to spread hate. Like, spread so much hate around this country, and make things really bad for us. But no. They can't have peace just for 1 second.
Like, and there's so many people saying, "Oh, if you come to this country, there's only one language we speak here, and that's English." America does not have a official language.
In fact, it's diverse. It's the opposite.
And then you call it the United States of America, but no one's united.
No one.
Literally everyone is looking at each other. Well, not everyone. It's mostly the white people look at the people who come here and they say, "Get out of my country. We want it pure." But what are you talking about, man? For centuries, you've been telling everyone, "Oh, we have beautiful opportunities here. Everything here is beautiful. I mean, there's no wrong."
Uh-huh.
But when people come here listening to you saying, "Oh, beautiful opportunities, beautiful people," like, you hate us for that? You are preaching something that people want that other third world countries don't have. There's poverty everywhere, and you are preaching, "Oh, beautiful opportunities here, nothing wrong," and we come here just to see the beautiful opportunities, like you said. You want us out?
That's just... It's like getting punched in the face the second you come in. Bro. Well... And
like, Donald Trump said, "I want the Mexicans out of here. I want to build a wall." What did Hitler say? "I want the Jewish people out of here." That's another similarity right there.
Yeah.
Like, why did we elect this man? Why did we let this man win? Don't get me wrong. Hillary fucking sucked as well.
Yeah. There weren't really any good people to elect, to vote for.
And the only good guy was Bernie Sanders, but twice he dropped out. Why? I really don't know why.
Did you know there's an official person running for president? It was called These Nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. He got like at least 3% of the votes, right?
Yeah.
But in other words, there are bad things that are happening here in America, but there are good things happening as well. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, in the middle of people being diverse, like not diverse. That's not a good word. Divided.
Divided. Yeah, that's a good word.
There are a bunch of people coming, uniting, and saying, "Hey, this is fucked up. We don't want it here. Get it the fuck out of here."
Mm-hmm.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of people who know what's right.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see in America.
Yeah.
That's what we're all fighting for. Us, everyone. Literally everyone able to hold hands and saying, "We all love each other.
We are family."
Yeah. And
okay. I see where you were going with this. Those are some lovely words you just spat out.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, continuing on from that, what is your opinion on Barack Obama? He was a lovely president, as you said before. He there wasn't nothing bad that was happening, and it was a completely different world back then. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say was, what was your opinion on basically before all the chaos, before the coronavirus, before anything bad actually happened? What was your opinion beforehand, when Barack Obama was still elected? Well, YouTube wasn't bad for once, like 2016. What was your opinion on the world when it was still pure? Not pure, but
Better.
Better. When it was better.
I loved it. It was and plus, if there were riots, our president will walk with them.
Yeah.
Barack Obama would walk with them. He was saying, "Oh, I'm in this with you." There's a picture of him holding hands with everyone and walking,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, such a great president
Mhm.
to do that, and the whole beautiful times thing is that
Mhm.
I just liked how not much bad things are happening, like less.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, police brutality was still a problem.
Mhm.
A lot of things were still a problem, but it wasn't so. It was more calm when Barack Obama was president.
Do you think the different people running the house, the White House, has anything to do with things that are happening right now?
Definitely. I think what's going on in White House is horrendous. Like, instead of going out there talking to people,
Mhm.
you see, like, instead of Donald Trump getting the right mind saying, "Oh, this is bad. I should get the right mind." Go to the people, talk to them, kneel with them, join them in solidarity. He instead runs to a bunker and turns the lights off.
Yeah.
And
With
that's
his
his,
son.
that's an historic thing. The fact that a president turned their lights off and going into the bunker.
I mean, last year, when Barack Obama was elected, he actually put on the rainbow lights to represent gay people, didn't he? I remember that was a thing. It was posted on Instagram where he compared to now and then. Barack Obama had his lights posted out for gay rights, I think.
Yeah.
Which can really tell the difference between these two people right off the bat. This is,
Like,
but
Donald Trump said, "Oh, Barack Obama did everything wrong. He did not do a goddamn good thing." Excuse me, sir, but if we compare both of you right now, Donald Trump will win by landscapes.
yeah.
Like, you are a shit president, Trump. I still am so baffled that you were elected. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And when Eric Gardner died, during like a whole podium, he was making fun of him. "Oh, I can't breathe." Like, fuck off. What is that? You're making fun of someone who died? And not so long afterwards?
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck type of president is that?
Well, moving on from presidency, do you think we're gonna get over this this coronavirus this riotings, basically everything bad in 2020? Do you think we're gonna get over this in the next year?
Well, coronavirus is not getting much news right now, and people are saying, "Where coronavirus at?" Like, as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it is true. Like, no one's talking much about corona anymore, which I find is kind of odd because, like, everyone's breaking the rules for corona and for protesting, and people are saying, "Oh, there's not much happening with corona. I wonder why." Which is true. Like, I don't know why not much is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I think coronavirus is gone. I don't know.
No, it's definitely not. It's not. Well, officially, it's not gone.
Yeah,
but,
not officially, but
Yeah.
there's no news about it anymore.
Yeah, it's like mainly where it's not. It's to the point where the height of it is kind of gone and
Yeah.
it's slowing down. It's pacing down and down, but it's not like we have a vaccine. To be honest, I think we're doing good on wearing masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how you know we're doing good-ish with the world for right now. Because in the past, like things like in Italy and China, and even here in the U.S., everything was so bad with coronavirus. Basically, every single person around had it. Basically, it's like a new fad with the trendings and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
things got progressively worse and.
Yeah, but then we reached the peak of it, and then
Yeah.
things just started dying off.
Yeah, like every trend does. In fact, it wasn't even a trend. It was just a virus outbreak.
Yeah. And the whole protest thing. I don't think protests on Black Lives Matter will ever end.
It will never end, no.
No, cause like
As long as people think that being treated that way is bad, it will never end.
Cause yeah, we're getting wins, but for centuries the movement never stopped.
Never stop.
And I hope the movement never stops, cause I think Black Lives Matter should always have a movement. People should always walk on the streets saying Black Lives Matter. And for the people who are saying all lives matter, you're fucking stupid. We're not saying only Black Lives Matter. We're saying right now that Black Lives Matter because people are ignoring it. People are saying, oh, it doesn't. Sadly. But that's why we're saying Black Lives Matter. So if you counter Black Lives Matter with all lives matter, I hope you know you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you're a straight up fucking retard. And I hope you get offended by that.
Yeah.
Cause... And for the people who posted white on the Blackout Tuesday saying White Lives Matter, I really, really hope someone nails all your hands. Nails everything of your body to a fucking anything and burn it on fire. Cause like, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? I saw that on Instagram. That someone posted White Lives Matter on Blackout Tuesday. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay. Well, thanks for having you on the podcast.
Thanks. Oh, what?
I'm just joking. That was just an icebreaker. To be honest, there was so much down. I just wanted to put some comedy in this lovely little podcast we had.
Yeah, my bad, but there's not really much good thing to talk about right now. Like, no, I'm sorry, but like, there isn't. Like,
yeah, there really isn't. But
all we can say is like messed up jokes, but like, yeah, that's not the time right now.
You might never know. Something good will happen in the future.
Yeah, I saw this post on Instagram that saying, "Oh, people are forgetting God exists, but God is gonna do something to let everyone know He exists." And at first, I took it the wrong way. I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? Is He gonna do something bad?" Like, and then I was like, "No, I'm like mean good by that."
Interesting fact. When the Pope he blessed Italy, the cases of coronavirus started dying down immediately. Don't you think that was crazy?
Yeah. I didn't know about that. I'm just hearing that about now.
That's so crazy. And to be honest, things like that makes me hope that there is a God. Because right now I'm an atheist. Not gonna lie, I don't really believe in a God. I'm not saying that they will never like I flat out deny it. I'm like, just give me some scientific proof that there is, and I'll start to believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I look at atheists and I understand why, cause like I myself don't believe in some things.
Yeah.
But I don't think all atheists should be looked at and called morons, cause like it's what they believe in. Like, who cares? Like, they believe in that, let them.
Oh, another fun fact. Did you know NASA discovered that there is a possibility that there is a parallel universe where time goes backwards? So...
Yeah, I heard that. I heard people say, oh, it's confirmed. There it is. And I'm like,
It's not officially confirmed, though. But it's cool to think that parallel universes could exist. Because... coming from me, the fucking science nerd, things like that really gets my nuts into a twist. Because I really want those things to exist, like another me in another universe. You can live on completely different lives where this podcast doesn't exist, or things that, like, the impossible is possible in that universe. where flying cars does exist, where religion was never a thing. Which, don't get me wrong, religion is something good for us to have, but for 1,000 years, well, I'm not sure if it's 1,000 years, but in some time in the past, that really it stopped our progression of science because it was frowned upon.
Oh yeah, Scientology was hated.
Yeah, but not that. I was talking about in the when back I forgot the specific time, but really science was frowned upon because it hurt
Their beliefs.
their beliefs in a way where they just halted it in a way where for years and years and years it couldn't benefit us in in a medical standpoint, in a scientific standpoint, where things like flying cars could have been possible in this year, but no, it couldn't because of our halt in the scientific community.
I don't.
Yeah, sorry for that silence.
I had a brain fart, but like at the same time, I don't think Scientology should be frowned upon because like
I'm not talking about Scientology, bud.
I know, but like people who have religion and look at scientists and say, "Hey, what you're saying is wrong," shouldn't be allowed because like we need like the facts. We don't need I believe in this. We don't need like opinions and stuff. We need facts on things.
Yeah, factual evidence really it makes us believe in something that is real, And when people say that, hey, this is that, but there's no evidence of it, there's nothing to prove it, then of course we're gonna tell you you lied. Because when it comes to God and stuff, if people keep saying there's that God is real, but there's no real proof of it, then of course we're gonna call you liars and stuff like that. Not because we don't want to believe, it's because we can't believe it. If we don't see it, if we can't really believe it.
Yeah, I get that. I always understood that. So that's why I never like look at scientists and say, "Oh, fuck you. What are you?" Nah. I'm like, yeah, true, but at the same time, you never know, cause like there are things that happen that are miracles, and like, God could be behind them. And some scientists are saying, "Oh, it's just a miracle. That's it."
Okay. Well, there's 2 minutes left of this podcast. What is something you would like to say to our viewers?
Always clean your fat balls, and sell toe picks, cause that's where all the money's at.
Well, this is your host, Senor Latino, and my co-host,
Fat Balls. But if you actually want to know my name, it's actually I don't like my name, so like just call me by my Instagram. Fuck you, LOL.
Okay.
Like if you see me in person, just say that, and I'll be like, "Oh, hey."
Okay. Well, thanks for joining. For listening to our podcast and signing out. See ya.
Fat balls.
Bye.